Hello there. My name is Matthew Munro, and I am currently applying for the Media Arts and Entertainment instruction under a CTE license for McFarland High. I am very excited about this, guys, and I first and foremost just want to express my gratitude for your time and your consideration today. I was asked by Justin just a few hours ago to create a presentation for you and your team, quickly to kind of cover what I envision this role to look like in the scenario that maybe I have endless funds, endless possibilities, right? So I created this little presentation very briefly, very quickly, to respond to those concerns, so those values, and I'm excited to share those with you here today. So yeah, let's discuss. All right, first I would like to talk about the program. For this program, Media Arts Studies, I have a vision, an overall vision. My vision is to develop associations within the students for media relations, the tactics used to create engagements on all those platforms, filmmaking strategies, dynamic multimedia variations, there are many of them out there, and media literacy. I would argue that media literacy overall is the most important here. I want students to be able to discuss, identify, all the different outlets, the different information that's available to them. I want them to compare and contrast that information to seek their own truths. And this is what I envision in my overall studies. Next, I'd like to discuss the values. This is really important to me because over the years, I've learned these values are very, very important in the media industry. Honesty to the profession and the people are what holds media accountable. Integrity for society and the country. When we remain true to our values, they in turn act as compasses guiding everything that we do. So I'd like to instill these values into my students. I'd like them to believe these qualities. And it's going to really, really drive their interests, their momentum moving forward, really. Lastly, I'd like to discover the practices. I have a few programs in mind of what I'm bringing to the table here, things that I would like to discuss with you both. First is my vision 1. Immediately, I envision creating an in-house school news network. This will be fully operated, managed, and created by the students. They will facilitate its production, creation, and evolution. I will lean upon my past experiences and resources to demonstrate to students how to write, edit, produce, and distribute information related to school functioning. I envision the use of this cutting-edge platforms to create this content, and this will undoubtedly gain popularity, as well as improve current forms of communication within McFarland High. Down below here, you can see that there's a couple links that I have. They will be embedded in the description to this video. And these are actually a really good friend of mine. He works on a news network within his house, within his school district up in Washington. And I thought that this would be interesting because I would like to emulate something along the lines of what he's doing with his school district. My second vision is really reliable on content. I envision manifesting a deeply resonating connection within the classroom to media arts and its subsequent studies. I want to share my own journey and help students understand how thought-provoking the industry of the media is in 21st century communications. I envision displaying industry standards and practices to help students prepare for the world as they move to college and beyond. Really, it's about this life experience. Lastly, my vision 3 here is also very important. I want to foster a program that allows for internal student recognition to occur regularly. This is within the community, right? I can see this being successfully achieved as students become emotionally connected with the content I plan to teach them. I plan on working collaboratively with the needs of the district to provide this internal growth. I plan on participating regularly in obtaining recognitions such as NATAS, which is the Emmy Awards. This both includes community partnership through involvement and increases awareness of McFarland School District as well as its involvement in these communities. This is a very important aspect of what I bring to the table. I think that this recognition is very, very much needed, and it's going to foster the students' ability to connect with what I plan on teaching them. All right, Secondly, I'd like to talk about the exposure, the potential exposure of creating an online platform within the school. First and foremost is the audience. I believe it's really important when the parents and teachers share information about the students and what's happening within the classroom. It supports the learning process from all sides, setting the student up for success, overall success, really. An evolving news network not only improves internal communications, it creates a link to the outside world, allowing families, communities, even the world to collaborate within this network. So it's really, really important to create this online presence. And I plan on doing that with these students. Really, this leads me to reach. I want to expand on the online presence of McFarland's reach. I want to tell the world why McFarland is the first and most accomplished level 3 early college in the nation. That's an incredible achievement. And I think that the world should know that. I would love to create this platform to expand that awareness, to create and foster a passion for media studies. And lastly, to collaborate with students participating in similar studies across the world. I'm already working alongside of people that are doing this, and I would love to create this network for McFarland. Lastly, I'd like to talk very briefly about my experience. I have been in the media for almost 20 years. In this time, I've technical directed, I've editing, photography, media operations, engineers, managing, graphics. I've done it all. Those are really just kind of like the core things. I mean, really, I have been in this industry. I understand tactics. I understand a lot of different things that are employed daily that I would love to instruct. I have a BS in communication with a specialization in media studies and a minor in education and instruction. I believed I've touched on this a little bit throughout this presentation, but this is my friend Jeff Riss. He lives up in Yakima, and he is going to be the creator of the content that I provide in the link to this video. He also is a CTE instructor, and he has been in the industry for 20 years. I asked him for his permission to use these examples so you guys could see what I'm planning. And feel free to call him. His number's at the bottom of this this presentation. But yeah, that is my overall vision for what I plan to bring to McFarland High. Once again, I am very, very grateful for this opportunity to talk to you both. I cannot express how excited I am about this role, this potential role. I really, really, really am looking forward to the opportunity to teach, to instruct. I bring to the table a lot of knowledge and a lot of passion. And honestly, I cannot wait for the opportunity to instruct, to instill these values into children, students, have them take it out into the world. This is an incredible opportunity, and I just, once again, just want to express my gratitude for your attention today. Thank you. Justin, I did talk to you this morning. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to me at any moment. I'm available whenever you need me, buddy. Once again, it's very nice to meet you guys, and thank you again for your consideration.